Welcome to another twig, and this one is 23. Yep, we've done 23 twigs so far, and this week we actually have Forestry. Finally, the rest of it only took them like 3 months to release it all, so let's talk about it. First of all, there were new events that were introduced. Although I know that most of you don't actually care about the event, so let's actually skip them, although they have two new transmogs if you're interested. One is a fox and another is a pheasant, so yeah. But let's actually talk about the rewards, which is what most people actually want. First of all, two-handed axe. Obviously, this axe not only looks way cooler than normal axes, but also if you have rations in your inventory or your forestry kit, you will get 10% more XP, but there will also be a chance of 20% to not obtain a log. So essentially, having this axe and having rations just makes it more XP per hour. Although, if you don't have rations to consume, the axe will just act as a normal axe, which is pretty cool because, well, it looks way cooler than other axes. Next up we have the sawmill voucher, which essentially just allows you to get 2 planks per log when used at the sawmill, which is a bit weird considering that usually logs in inventory are called logs. So like oak logs, you have 3 logs in the inventory, so you should get minimum 3 planks per log, so I think Jagex is scamming us all on this one. Next up we have Twitcher's gloves, which will, when equipped and if they have charges, will give you a 10% increased chance of receiving any type of bird's nest, so it's not that amazing, but I guess it's something for the collection log. That's why it's called Twitchers. And lastly we have the cape pouch, which essentially just allows you to put your woodcutting cape in the forestry kit. I really wish it was the other way around because the cape looks way more fucking cool. The next up we actually have Forester's campfires. Or if you play RuneScape 3, bonfires. Essentially they're the same thing, you just make a fire and add logs to it at the cost of XP. In RuneScape 3, you don't actually receive less XP, but the logs is actually slower to light. Here you actually get like a third of the XP that you would get by just lighting it normally, but I guess it's a good update because it's fucking fire making, come on. And it is with Match Sadness that I announced that the shooting stars have finally been nerfed. Yes, as Jagex promised last week, they have finally nerfed them in the game. Or it's actually a really good update, depending on you ask, because I'm pretty sure that PKers and PVM are just fucking throwing fireworks right now, like, woo, we don't have hundreds of players just hopping to our worlds and fucking us over with lag. With that being said, the changes aren't actually as bad as they could have been, but you can read more about it in the blog that they put out. And that's pretty much it for this week.